the best culture time during my history of Lead IQ was when you were involved. We got
Thank
on
you.
Zooms and it made it feel like it was in person and it was engaged. I felt in step with the team. I really did look forward to those times because it was like we got together, it was engaging. And then even in my one-on-one with Brandon weekly, then we
Yeah.
got to implement some of that stuff. I loved it. That like genuinely missed that towards the
Yeah.
yeah.
I love hearing that, Katie. Thank you. I needed to hear that, number one, and number two, I love hearing you say that. Like, how do you think it helped you?
Yeah. Well, speaking as a woman, I don't know how you if you agree with this, but as a woman, sales for me is all about mindset because I'm
100.
thinking about 5,000 things. I mean, you just did it. You're thinking about the dog that's whining. We're thinking about so much of our life all the time.
Yes.
So I had an animal pass this week from like so sad. It's so sad. So I have to like show up to it's kind of like that balance, right? Of like feeling what I need to feel. But I feel like as a woman, I have to do so much more in a mindset
Yes.
aspect than maybe a man would. I don't know. I don't want to like box us into those things, but it feels like it. So I feel like that helped me just to believe that it's possible and then gave me the tools to go do it. So it's like being in a room and having a coach where you're talking about it, you're like laying down everything on the table, the struggles, here's a tactical example of where I messed up or where I could have been better and just getting it out and then giving tactical tools to go and work on that tenfold helped me, I think. And I'm still doing it. Like I am still learning all the time. I really have to like hype myself up before a sales call
Yeah.
and then know that I've got a tool belt of things that I'm doing,
Yeah.
things that I've done,
Yeah.
and use it when needed. And in
Yeah.
this particular sale, I've kind of had to it's interesting. I've had to take a little bit of a less consultative approach for some of
Mhm.
us too, because this is a very much more faster cycle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like on the buyer's journey, they are
Yeah.
inbound. They know they have a problem. A lot of these are ready to go. So it's,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. And I know we're going to talk more about that. But thank you for sharing all of that. And I love hearing not the work and the long tail of it.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree with you. I'm not a fan of the versus mentality,
Yeah.
male versus female. I think sometimes it's just where our head is at.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that's how we're wired.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm not going to speak for men. I'm
Yeah.
going to speak for myself as a female
Mhm.
that, and like you were saying, like 9 times out of 10 for us as women, like we have so many things going on in our head at any given moment.
Mhm.
Some men too, but again, not a guy, not a
Yeah.
biological man.
Live
So
that. Yeah.
yeah. And so I think it's exactly that. Like I have projects 80% of the way done, and then I finish them and I move on, and it makes people nuts. So, but to your point, like you said, you just had a dog pass. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. A cat.
Oh, a cat. Oh,
Yeah.
your pet.
Dog. Oh my gosh. I love dogs too, but our puppy is young. So hopefully not anytime
Okay.
soon. She
Yeah.
lived 18 years. She was the matriarch of the family. Like we knew she was going, but still, it's just a little bit sad I'm not there. It's
Yeah.
all good. But
Yeah.
you think about those things. It affects where your mental space is, and you just got to do the work a little bit to say, I'm going to show up authentically. And guess what? Like I can do this. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of it too. Yeah. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
And yeah, if you need anything, let me know.
All
I'm
right.
just so excited.
Oh, cool.